Canuck, and welcome back for another video. Today, we're going to talk about step 1 in our spring lawn program, getting your lawn ready for spring. After a long winter, spring can't come quick enough for most homeowners. If a lawn could talk, it would most likely say the same thing. After months of snow and ice cover, along with being subjected to the harsh elements of winter, most lawns have had all they can take. Generally speaking, the lawn usually looks pretty rough when you see it for the first time in the spring. As scary as this sounds, it's no different than what you and I look like right after we roll out of bed after a long night's sleep. The good news is, the lawn usually looks worse than it really is, and with a little TLC, it will be back to looking like its old self again in no time. Let's go take a look at the lawn and see what the winter has brought us. So as you can probably see here, the grass is all matted down. It's a little brown. It's not really quite ready to green up yet. So looking in down here, you can probably see a little bit of a critter damage here. Looks like some critters have been living in the lawn here sometime over the winter. And I'm sure as we look around the lawn, we're going to find quite a few of those. Good news is, with a little light raking, we can solve that problem. So other issues here that I've always had with this front lawn is we used to have a tree right in about this area here. So we took that out a couple of years ago. But what it's done is it's left us some pretty low areas on the lawn, as you can see here. Don't know how well that's showing up here on the camera. But if you come down here, you can probably see a noticeable dip in the lawn here as well. And one other thing that I do want to mention, you want to be able to rake up these leaves and get them off the lawn in the fall. So we're getting down into our area of the electrical bin here. You can see these matted down areas here. It really matted down. Looks like we might have a bit of a snow mold problem here, but we'll get that fixed up with some light raking. Raking is often the first task many homeowners do when it comes to getting their lawn ready for spring. Using a soft leaf rake or a metal rake, it's important to be gentle on the lawn. Raking with a hard metal rake or raking very aggressive with a leaf rake can do more damage than good. The lawn can easily be ripped, torn, or removed if you aren't careful. Light raking is recommended to help loosen up matted down grass, increasing airflow from the surface to the soil. So let's get out there and just do some raking. So a metal rake would have been a little bit better for that after all. Next time, I'm using a metal rake. So now that all that's done, the next thing I gotta do is I gotta get all these leaves out of here. As I said before, I got a little lazy cleaning up the lawn last fall. Had a couple windstorms after I cleaned it up the first time, and just didn't have the motivation to do it again. Why do we want to get all these leaves out of the lawn? Because it's going to help increase airflow and let the sunlight get into the lawn, which will help things green up. We don't want to block the sunlight being able to get in the lawn and helping it green up. Getting these leaves off will help make this lawn green up a whole lot faster. Looks like we're gonna have to come up with a plan B. Just burned out the motor and no leaf blower. So now that we have all the leaves cleaned up out of the lawn, I went back and I did some light raking with a metal rake this time. So as you can see, the lawn looks a little more brown just from me being able to rake up some of these matted down areas with the metal rake. If you remember earlier, we had ourselves a little bit of a mishap when the motor blew in the leaf blower. Well, that wasn't the only thing that happened. When I went to use the metal rake to rake up the lawn, do you want to guess what happened there? That's right, that broke too. If you like my content, please subscribe below to be updated when I release new videos. Next time, it'll be step 2 in our spring lawn care program when I'm talking about pre-emergence and starter fertilizer. Until next time, I am Chris Vail, the Lawn Canuck.